Welcome to this tutorial to learn a little bit more about the monthly cash flow report in the Labor Pricing for a Profit software version 6.0. The monthly cash flow report is basically your month-by-month cash flow projection for your company. It'll display it in, department by department or for the company as a whole. Let's go ahead and take a look at this report. To access it, we'll simply click on the Reports icon on the left-hand toolbar, and then we'll click on the Monthly Cash Flow Report, which is the third item down. When we run this report, the report is displayed for the entire year. As with the rest of the reports in the labor pricing software, the top half of the screen displays all departments that you have in your company. Each department is shown along with its calculation method, the rate for that calculation method, whether it's retail only, and whether it's included in this particular model. On the lower half of the screen, you can see each particular account or expense that we entered in, the amount applied to each and every month across the entire year, and then the grand total for that particular expense item. As we change or click on the various departments at the top, the report will reconfigure itself for that given department. So right now I've highlighted the installation department. We're showing the cash flow projections for the installation department. When I change that to the retail store, the report immediately shows the retail store. Now, one more feature that's been added to the monthly cash flow statement is the graphing ability. Right here we've got two tabs. The first is the cash flow statements, which is what we're looking at right now. The second is graphs, and when we click on that, it will graph that same report on a month-by-month basis. The diamonds on this report show the total net income for that given department for that individual month. The circles show a cumulative cash flow throughout the year. So in this particular case, in January, we lost a little bit of money, so we're at the same starting point. February, we lost a little bit more, so the cumulative cash flow is a greater negative. We continue to lose money throughout the year, and so the cumulative loss continues to be greater and greater. Now, just like with the reports, as you click on the various departments, the graph will immediately change to reflect that given department. So as you can see, as we look at the various departments, we can now start to see the effects of the cash flow throughout the course of the year. Now, even in this report, we have the ability to modify the department setup. And again, as I mentioned earlier, right now we're showing the calculation method and the rate for that given method. So in the case of our installation department, we're set for a rate of return, or return on income, of 10% net profit. If I click on monthly department, I can change that to maybe an hourly rate or a desired return. In this case, we'll change it to an hourly rate of $55 per hour. As soon as we click on OK, the software will immediately recalculate all of our reports, and once again show our new cash flow projections based on this hourly rate that we just entered in. As with all the reports in the software, we have the four icons, which allows us to basically output this to some other device. So we can click on the printer to actually print this report, both the graph and the cash flow statement. We can display it on the screen. The third item lets us send it to an Adobe Acrobat PDF file, or we can send it to an Excel spreadsheet. This concludes this particular report tutorial. We encourage you to view the rest of the tutorials to learn a little bit more about the reporting capabilities of the Labor Pricing for Profit software. Thank you.